What is going on, YouTube people? Cards and Comics here. I was hoping to do a little football market video this week. Maybe we'll get that out on Saturday. But news and nonsense in the hobby world just keeps on happening. We had card porn nonsense, Lorcana crazies, all sorts of shenanigans. Chasing Cardboard did some stuff, but I could really care less. Today, we have a little bit of a PSA update. PSA has made some very nice quality of life improvements this week. It actually happened the same day. Oh, I forgot about SGC. Crazy price swings in a new app. It actually happened the same day as that, but the SGC stuff was way more important than this, and this could wait a day or two to get out. But I do really like what PSA has done here. So if you missed this, they threw this up on Twitter and on maybe not only did they put it on Instagram, just on Twitter, and it's on the website. They may have sent an email. Regardless, they kind of changed around the order track, the pizza tracker, for lack of a better term. And the two big things that changed are QA1 is now in the grading phase. QA1 and QA2 is no more. There's just QA. QA is part of grading, and as part of that, you now see your grades earlier. So you actually see your grades well before they ship. As soon as they are done grading, you essentially get to see your grades. The reason why, one, it's just kind of nice. Listen. The PSA app's great. It sends you a notification every time your card changes steps. And that's cool and all. It pops up, tells me, hey, your cards are in grading now or whatever. But that does not stop me, even though knowing that notification will come, from refreshing the PSA orders page at least 7 to 8 times a day when I have an order out for grading. You can insert whatever grading company you want. I check that thing like clockwork. If I'm just randomly sitting on my computer, I'll just go refresh that page. It's a permanent tab that is open. I am lord of the tabs. I love having tabs. At any point in time, I have like 30 tabs open. I know. Some people think I'm probably a monster for that. But there is a permanent tab on the PSA My Orders page, and it gets F5'd frequently. So now you get to see the grades sooner, which is obviously super nice. The reason for that is, or part of the reason for that is the other big update here. And personally, I don't know how much I will use this, if at all. But I like that it's there, and I like where their headspace is at with this. Now, when you ship an order off, in the past, say you sent a 20 card order, you had to have the whole 20 card order either shipped back to you or the whole 20 card order shipped to the PSA vault or to Golden. Now, you can cherry pick what you want to go where. So once the grades pop, they still have to go through QA2 and shipping. So you have time there to tell them where you want it to go. So you send a 20 card order. You can have 5 cards shipped home, 10 cards shipped to Golden to the weekly auction, and 5 cards shipped to the PSA vault to either sit there or maybe post it, buy it now, or wait and list those later. Once again, I don't know that I personally have a big use case for that, but I could see the appeal to it for sure. If I send a 20 card order off, like my most recent order, the one that's sitting there now, in fact, we'll pull it up and look at it. Here it is right here. Here is the order. Here's all my cards in it. And then right here, you could see there is a drop down. Auction to Golden, send to vault, ship back to me. So like this Manny Ramirez auto, I would obviously want that shipped home. The Topps Chrome stuff that I sent in, I am essentially planning on selling that as soon as I get it. Now, I don't have any experience in using Golden Weekly auctions. If someone does down below, feel free to let me know. Do you get close to eBay pricing? Like, do you get close to comps, or does stuff fly under the radar over there? I'll be honest, I've glanced at stuff on the Golden Weeklies, but I kind of always forget about it. So if anyone has any reasonable thoughts or experiences with Golden Weeklies, feel free to comment down below. Also, how is it getting your funds off Golden? So if I sold like $300 worth of cards, it is a pain in the butt to get the $300, or is it pretty simple to ship that to a PayPal or get a check or a deposit or whatever the case might be. But I am curious to see how prices are on Golden Weeklies. If I send this random Topps Chrome stuff there for a Golden Weekly, will I get close to fair market value? And I'm really not familiar with their fee structure either. I have not dug into using the Golden Weekly. But this order would be a good order if I trusted the Golden Weeklies to test it out on. Like the Sadie Sink Stranger Things auto, I want that shipped home. The Manny Ramirez Superscript, I want shipped home. The Ghost Spider Platinum Portraits, I want shipped home. The Topps Chrome Riley Green Magenta Speckle, I want to sell that as soon as I get it. The Julio Rodriguez Green Wave, I want to sell that as soon as I get it. The Evan Mobley, I want shipped home. So this would be a good order to kind of split up and send things off in different directions. I guess potentially I could test a couple cards here and see how it went. But like I said, I will wait and kind of see your guys's, if any of you have feedback on using Golden Weekly to move cards. But regardless, I like the concept of this edition. Once again, I don't know how often I will actually use it, but just from a concept perspective, I do really like it. I do wonder now, because the steps are still the same, like QA1 still exists, it's just built into grading now. So it is here. I wonder, I have to imagine cards are probably going to sit in this grading phase longer. Like we're used to them, moving through grading fairly quickly in some cases, and then going to QA1. And a lot of times QA1 orders will sometimes sit. Sometimes it's QA2. Sometimes they fly through everything. Who the hell knows why? But now grading and QA1 are combined together. So I wonder if we'll see orders sit in grading a little bit longer under this update. Then they'll go to assembly. Then here now is where our grades will pop. Grades ready. This is where they will pop. And then you have your final QA checks, where the QA2 is where they are checking the actual case itself to make sure the case and the label are good. All the card grading aspect of it has finished up. So you'll have that time there to decide where you want the cards to go, and you will know the grades on those cards before shipping them off to their various locations. So once again, just a nice little quality of life improvement here, and you could do a lot of this stuff from the PSA app. I have not had a chance to download the SGC app and play around with that yet. The PSA app, I've used it a decent amount, at least for just kind of tracking grading submissions. And the one thing I really like, because I cannot wait to look at grades. I can't do the blind reveals. More power to you if you can. I just can't do it. The only blind reveal I ever done was my on-site order with CGC at the National. And it was actually fun. It was kind of fun to kind of flip those cards around and not have any idea what the grades were. But I can't do it on PSA orders. I want to look the second those grades pop. And in the PSA app, if you maybe you have or you have not seen this yet, they have a really nice grade reveal feature where it leads with the back of the card and you touch the screen and like physically have to flip it over, if that makes sense. And then you get your grade reveal almost kind of like flipping them over when you're in your hand. It's kind of nice. I actually kind of like the way that it works. It's kind of slick. When my grades pop, I run to that versus my desktop to look to see what my grades were. So that's all I got for you, boys and girls. Like I said, just a little PSA update here with some quality of life improvements on the back end and on the pizza tracker. Like I said, I'm a fan of what they're doing here. I don't know if it will affect me in my day-to-day. As always, in the comments down below, does this move the needle for you, I guess is the question. Is this something you think you will take advantage of in regards to the Vault and Golden Weeklies and those things? And like I said, please leave me some feedback down below. Is the Golden Weekly stuff worth messing with, or am I better off just to ship this stuff home and sell it on eBay or MySlabs or wherever I want to move it at? That's all I got for you, boys and girls. We will catch you on the next one, which might be a Saturday video. Maybe we'll do some quarterback chat on Saturday. If I don't get to it on Saturday, we will do it during the weekly sports card market update on Sunday, since that'll be out prior to the games starting. Catch you then. Peace.